They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Damone Clark. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a give, right side. It's Bowers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. The pass caught by Olave. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A man who started collegiately in state at TCU, it's Kendre Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10. Pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said, let the downs trickle away.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Looking downfield for Pollard.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Slot man moves right. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
The slot man in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That
Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball.
On first down, Bowers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They'll drop to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Bowers. Gets past one man. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5. Up the middle they go. Bowers. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. They'll give to Pollard, running left. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 43 yards. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bowers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. A gain of 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowers. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll give him another. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it. When he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get three to add on even more to their lead. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Prescott off play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Bowers. There he goes up the right sideline. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start by running the option to the right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. The quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Prescott. And to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play action now, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was miles away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Bowers. And forget get that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive back.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Woodard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy for this. Back in training camp, they knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Woodard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodard, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure